Hello and welcome to Pokemon Horizons episode 137. Yeah, we'll see how this epilogue, I guess, stories are gonna end up being. I assume they're mostly going to be kind of like maybe like one-offs here and there, just some fun after all the serious things we've gone through, with the end of Spinel. I do hope we end up seeing Spinel. Maybe at the very end, maybe he escapes, maybe... I wouldn't want Spinel to escape, I want him to stay in captivity, but maybe his Pokemon, not just Umbreon, but his other Pokemon are there with him. Not in captivity, but maybe they're outside looking in, being like, and helping him with something. Wait, are you walking? Okay. I was like, what the fuck? Liko? You walk on air? God. I'd love to be able to... That looks very comfortable what you're doing there, Roy. Holy, some good breeze. Needed right now. It's very humid at the moment. Okay. We're gonna have a new intro. Let's see how this one is. Oh, and there we have Ditto. So it's gonna happen probably immediately, which I like. I mean, obviously, I will say I do not like how Ditto looks in the show. The new updated Ditto that they have done, that is more of this... Because I don't think that is a shiny Ditto. Shiny Ditto is blue. This more like dark purpley. I like Ditto to be more, pinkish, like Mew. Because, I don't know, I still have it, like, in my mind, Dittos were, failed Mew clones. Even though I don't think that's actually true, but... I would like there to be more of a... Oh, that guy. Oh yeah, that obviously makes sense, because I think these stories that are gonna go through here are gonna be like based on some of the spin-off games and stuff like that, and DLC or whatever. Because I think that guy is the new Snap professor. Alright. And the Ditto trainer was in the middle, so I do wonder if she's gonna be like the main character in this, and not just a companion that tags along. I guess. Maybe we should fix my glasses so that I can use them. Even though, I mean, this, what's called, more high-tech glasses are probably better than his old ones. Of course. It's like, how more awesome than, Shiny Rayquaza, the Mega Evolutions and all that. Complete form Zygarde, along with Zygarde Mega. I mean... Yeah, so they kind of like lost some motivation of stuff. They're like, oh, we went through this complete like craziness. So, I mean, probably it's good for them to take some time to rest. You know? Like, of course. Like, you need someone like Freed to kind of like, okay, push along. Can't just stay still. I do wonder how long after. I assume it probably is like a month, maybe 2 months. Oh, very strong. Oh. Okay, some Butterfree. So are they in Kanto? Judging by the fact that we're seeing, yeah. Or maybe not. Yeah. So it's afraid of the bees. Oh boy. I hope they are in Kanto. Because I like when they do reintroduce like later generation Pokemon into an older gen or into an older region. Which is why I think that when they do like remakes, for example, if they're gonna do like a new, yet another Kanto remake, I do hope they add some newer Pokemon back in, like 50 or 60 new Pokemon, so that the Pokédex become like 251 or something, like the original one. I mean, I like Feebas, very cool. And there comes like a giant monster. Yeah. So it seems like this episode is more long, or just like, remember that, remember that, remember that. Maybe kind of to give them some like inspiration and be like, it gives them some life. That's what I assume is happening here. Let's. I don't think fishing is something for you, Alt. It's all about taking it slow and relaxing. Like, oh! We just weren't in the right tile. Oh, nothing. I thought it was gonna be a Magikarp. I hope Liko catches it. I would like to see Liko with a melodic. Even though, I mean, would it evolve into a melodic? At least with a Feebas. I don't know, I think... Oh shit, a Slowbro. Yadoran, okay. I do like that we're actually getting a Feebas episode, because normally when we get something like that, it's always Magikarp. So letting Feebas actually get time in the spotlight, I think is cool. Now, using the Pokemon to fish. I mean, it's not a target-rich environment. It does seem like more of like a low fertility river, which makes sense. I mean, Because, I mean, Feebas, it seems that is places where Feebas excel in. Like, nope. Oh, it looked like it hit right there. Like, all of this for a Feebas? Oh. It is the God one. Okay, so I'm probably wrong in this. I assumed that we would get the Ditto Girl in this episode. But it seems like, no, this is more of like an episode to help set the tone of what this season will be like. And then probably next episode is when we'll get the Ditto Girl. Or maybe we're not gonna get the Ditto Girl for a few episodes. Yeah, Pokemon are each unique. No, just like you humans, us humans, we're not all the same. But if you were to write down and do like a conglomerate, that's not the word I'm thinking of, but it is, then you would be like, oh, this is the average normal human. Even though, how many average normal humans do you know? Probably 0, but... Oh. There we go. Oh, this poor Phoebus. Like, leave me alone. Did someone say mega? Like, oh, it just wants attention. Oh? I mean, that's a cool... No, Hinbas is cool. Come on. Oh, fuck. A bunch of the duo. They're like, food? Oh, or not. Like, if it wants to fly, just spin your head. Like, oh shit, it's on land. Yeah, and one of them is swinging like Tarzan. We're seeing, some unique Pokemon. I don't think his guard is down. Yeah, he's like, you think my guard is down, huh? I mean, yeah. That's all they can do, they can learn surf. Like, do we have to find hidden boss? Okay, so those tomato... yeah. Obviously, interact with something. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Wait, Ribombi, what are you doing in there? Okay, I've never thought about combies being inside of Vespiquen. Oh, and there's a Pelipper using an electric type move. I think Pelipper can learn Shockwave. Actually, I think that is the one electric move it might be able to learn. Yeah. Ah, that's too bad. I want a Liko to capture it. Yeah, just being out in nature, running around, having a goal. Yeah, there's always more adventures. And now just still a bunch of energy um, for Sableye. Even though Sableye was one of the Pokemon that was out moving. Because, funny right there, the Pokemon that we saw moving during the day were the ones that were sleeping, the other ones were awake, except for Sableye. Which makes sense, you know? Grim, that's cute. He has his head in, and the rest of the body just out. Well, actually, Freed getting this Hinbase would be pretty cool as well. Even though right now I don't expect anyone to get it. I don't expect that to happen now. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, the sunrise. The horizon. It betrayed me. So you know what? Let's travel the world. And just do random shit. Because the thing is, if you are like a Pokemon trainer, that like a gym battler, then you know you always have some goals, right? You know, do the gyms, fight the um, Elite Four, become champion, fight in the league. You know. Well, I guess in the case of in Pokemon, it tends to be that you fight in the league first, and then you might do something with the Elite Four and all that. Because we've never seen that part. Because I do like the actual league part where I do wonder in Gen 10 if what they could do is that they have a trainer, they get to the league, they do the league, and then after they win the league, then they can fight the Elite Four and then the champion. It was a long time since we last did this. He's dead. He's dead. He died of old age. Alright. Okay, so what probably is gonna happen is that he's gonna get replaced with the Ditto trainer. Okay. Man, you're so attractive, Orla. I can't imagine how hot it must be inside there, though. So, especially with how much clothing she's wearing. Then again, you probably want to wear a bit more, because, I mean, you're dealing with... Like, you would think that maybe she would have, like, a blacksmith apron or something. It's not just because I want to see Orla in, like, naked apron style, alright? That's not just the case. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Okay, we have Mega Study with Instructor Start Me. Okay. Sea, lakes, rivers. I mean, rivers and lakes, though. I mean, this one lived in a river. But they're often found in lakes as well. I mean, both in Gen 3 and Gen 4, they were in lakes, right? Yeah, because, I mean, judging by this outro, it does seem... Oh, she has a... Is that a love ball or... No, that's a dream ball, right? She had. You're gonna get a lot of... the Ditto trainer, because this right here does not match at all with the episode we just had. Oh, and a bunch of mini-ores, that's cool. But that this right here tells me that my whole thing about this episode mostly being just a transition episode between the super serious that we just had, that we had in the previous episode. So this isn't a complete, like, from the super serious to this more fun with the Ditto trainer. We're having like a transitionary episode in between. Alright, so I mean, overall, would I rewatch this episode? Probably not. Okay. Well, I thought just seas... I said just lakes and rivers. I don't remember. Okay, let's see. Next episode. Oh, it's gonna be that. Okay. Okay, you know what? It's gonna be a Poke family, like a Poke fan family. And they have, you know... Okay, that's cool. At first I thought, because I've seen, you know, those images, that it was just like two fans maybe of Liko and Dot is what we saw, right? But no, like there are fans, but they're like that trainer class, the Poke family class. Okay, that's cool. And it does seem like we're gonna have a couple episodes before we get the Ditto girl. So I assume probably what's gonna happen is that when they go into the spin-off games, when they do episodes that are based off the spin-off games, that is when the Ditto girl is gonna come in. That's pretty weird that the intro and outro is so heavily focused on her, especially with as the main character. Because I don't think there's that many episodes in Wonder Voyage. Have they even told us how many episodes it's gonna be? I assume it's 15, but to be fair, don't know. This just, I assume it's gonna be like a small thing, 12 to 15 episodes. It's my prediction. Because I was assuming that we're gonna have 3 episodes before we get to the little girl. Then each little thing, like for example Pokemon Go and Unite, probably gotta get 1, maybe 2 episode arcs. And then Sleep, 1 episode. Pocopia, I think it's gonna be like a 3 episode arc. So how many episodes are we up in then? I did 3 plus 3 is 6. Plus, so that's like, let's say around 10 episodes. And then 5 episodes with the, the legendary Pokemon. The Loyal 3 and Ogerpon and all that stuff. So that's probably going to be another 3 episodes, and then 2 episodes at, say, the last episodes we get from Pokemon Horizons at all, That's what I assume. But maybe not. I don't know. Because of the fact that... Gen 10 comes out in 2027. And we don't know when in 2027. I don't think it's going to be early. I think it's going to be like mid to late 2027, so... I don't know what they all do. Oh well, that was that. Oh yeah, rating. What would I rate this episode? Probably a 4 out of 9. I don't think it's a bad, horrific, bad episode, but I wouldn't rewatch it, And I'm kind of like, I feel like this episode could have been 12 minutes. Like, a 12-minute episode. Maybe they could have done 12 minutes of this, then 12 minutes of another story as well. Into one episode. 2 mini stories. Instead of this whole thing with the Feebas. Unless they would have caught if they would have caught the Feebas, maybe I would have been more okay, I understand why this whole thing was so long. But because that didn't happen, I'm like, it was way too dragged out.